Hey there, folks. Welcome to day 338 of my Euro Solo board gaming, considered by many to be ill-advised and stupid. It's Foggy here, and we are playing Twin Stars. We're finally doing something a little bit different than the Legend of D6 games. This is Twin Stars, a solo system. This is from Button Shy Games, and essentially these take different characters. You take two characters, one primary, one secondary, and you run them up against a scenario. In this case, we're doing Rule the World. And what you do is you roll dice each time. You assign them to each of the characters. If you have a combo, great. You would do whatever the combo says. Otherwise, you leave one dice on the character to be reduced by one, and you re-roll the other dice. And if you ever have to reduce a dice below 0, you then lose health on the main character. Your combos are generally positive except for the 2 exclamation points. You can do 2 stars, which in this case means that you get to protect a starfighter, or you get to fire the ion cannon. The purpose of this one is to fire the ion cannon. Once you do that, you succeed. The condition to, if you run out of health, however, you lose. So you do not want to run out of health at any point. Once you do that, the game is over. And I looked up a few questions I had as I was going through this because the rulebook was a little ambiguous. We'll get to those as they come up. But let's go ahead and get started. We're going to roll some dice here. You need a bunch of 6-sided dice. So we got 5 and 6. That's good. We're going to assign 6 to this character. Now we don't have anything here, and then 5 to this character. We have no instant or effects, but we do have some symbols. We have the check mark and the exclamation point. I'm going to put the 5 over here. I have the exclamation point, plus I can use an instant ability to raise it up by 1, and I'm not going to do that because that would be stupid. Instead, we get to activate the check mark over here. The check mark is supply run, +1 ion cannon or +1 health, and we're not going to gain any health. We're at max right now. We need to advance the ion cannon to this point, at which point we can then fire it and win the game. We've made a combo, so we're going to take both dice back and re-roll. 5 and 4, and I'm going to go with 5 over here because I think this is going to be the best way for me to do this. We're going to go with 4 over here. There's an instant on this, +1 to this dice with a negative, with a broken heart in brackets. We're going to take 2 dice. We're going to take this 3 and this 5, and we're going to re-roll these. 3 and 6. All right. Now my character here, Grant Rock Gardener, has a skill range of 4 to 6. That means that this dice, this 6, was in the skill check range. The 3 was not. If both dice are within the skill check range, you succeed. You get to do whatever that does. In which case, it would have been add 1 to that. However, I failed if either of them are outside of the range, and this is only where the rulebook is a little vague. But if either of them are outside the range, then you lose the skill check. So I'm going to end up losing 1 health out of this result. That stays as a 4. There's no combo here, so instead I'm going to go ahead and take this. And I'm going to lower this down to 4. Whenever you are lowering dice on one, if you come across another skill, you do not get to activate it. So in this case, even though this is now 4, I don't get to activate the instant skill that's here. We're going to re-roll this dice. We got a 5. So that would be great if that were something useful. I have an instant here, +1 to this dice. Once again, I can re-roll if I want. I check my skill. The instants are they're optional. You don't have to do them. I am going to do it in this case. I'm going to risk it. Obviously, 25% chance of succeeding in this case, and I get a 6 and a 6. That is a success, so I get to make this a 6. Now, you may be wondering why I do that. Well, I didn't make a combo. I'm on 4 here. That doesn't do anything. The 6 here, that doesn't do anything. There's a star there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the 6 here and take the 4 back. The 6 drops down to a 5, and I don't get to use the instant skill, but I do get that as a check mark. We reroll this, we get 4. Instant, change this dice to your teammate's health value. So I could change that down to a 2. All right. I am going to do this. I am going to go and change this to a 2 using the instant ability. I've landed on another number that also has an instant ability. I'll go ahead and do that. I get to change this to a 3. But more importantly, I get to add 1 or -1 from the other dice. This is a 5 right now, so I'm going to make this a 6. And once again, I'm going to take this 3 away. This drops down to a 5. And I put myself in the same exact situation as before. But what I'm trying to do is get another set of check marks. So I need a 5 or 6 here. I got a 4. All right, well, we're going to do the same thing that we just did. 4, I get to make this a 2. I get to make this a 3. And I get to make this a 6. take this back and make this a 5. And if this feels a little pedantic, you'd be right. It's nice to know that if I get a 4, no matter what, or 2 or 4 actually, if I get a 2 or 4, I get to just redo the situation. A 5 or 6 means that I get what I want. 5, there we go. All right, this or star, and we got the star. All right, so that means that we get to increase the ion cannon by 1. We have 2 more to go, and we get to re-roll both of these. Just checking my phone real quick because I heard it go bizz. Four and 1. Okay, so the 1 is bad because the 1 is an exclamation mark over here. 4 would probably be better over here. Yeah, it's kind of a lousy situation. I think no matter what, it's just not looking good. I'm going to go with 1 over here, and I'm going to go with 4 over here. And then I'm going to try to use my... do I want to use my skill? I'm going to try to use the skill. Basically, what I want to do is I want to avoid an exclamation mark. 5 and 6, I have succeeded. So this becomes a 5. I can now do this instant +1 to this dice. It's another check. I'm going to go for it again. 6 and 1, I have failed. So I will lose 1 more health, which is not good. I'm at 1 health right now. I guess I'm in between 1 and 2. There's a big check mark down here. So I don't know if I have 3 health or 2 health, or 4 health, I mean. But 1 more, and then 1 more after that, and I'll be dead. So yay. But we don't get to change the 5, unfortunately. So I'm going to take this, and lower this to 4. And activate this. 6. That would have been great. All right, so 6 will go there. We'll take this 4 and we'll re-roll it. We'll make this a 5. It's a 6. So I have 2 stars. Cover Starfighter or fire Ion Cannon. Well, I can't fire the Ion Cannon yet, so I am going to cover my primary character. Because right now, my primary character is looking pretty bad. 1 and 3. Oh, this is not good. I think no matter what, yeah, this is not good. I'm taking a hit. So 1 and 3, either way that I do it, I'm going to end up with 2 exclamation points. That means it's going to be a sneak attack. Uncover a Starfighter, so I lose that cover. Then roll the dice. And any 1s will damage my primary character. 2s do nothing. 3s damage the Ion Cannon. And 5s damage the secondary character. So fortunately, though, we did not have to worry about that. So yay. Let's go ahead and do that. 2 and 5. Okay, that's an easy one. 2 and 5 are going to give me another check mark, and I can just reroll. 3 and 6. All right, so not good because I don't want the 3 in either case. I'm going to go 6 here, 3 here. We're going to take this dice to re-roll it. This becomes a 5, and we're back in that situation again where it should be pretty easy to get a green check mark out of this. 4, so we're going to go through that process, except it's not going to quite work as we did last time. 4, lowered to my health value, is now 1. So that's that. That's not good. So it's 1 and 5. I don't get to use that instant. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, well, my combo's gone. That sucks. 4. Change this to your teammate's health value. I'm going to keep that one as is and re-roll this, which means this becomes 3, and I really want to avoid getting another exclamation point. Unfortunately, that is not the case. I re-roll, so we have an attack, and this time the Ion Cannon takes 1 health, and that's it. 2 and 2. All right, well, I don't want to do the instant over here. So I'm going to take this and lower this to a 1. This is 2. We are going to take this and lower this to a 1. It's not looking good. 3. That's a combo. It's not a combo we want. This time, the secondary character takes some damage. Wow. Let's do 1 here, 2 here. Actually, let's do 2 and 1 because I can do the star combo in that case. So the star combo means I can cover a starfighter or fire the ion cannon. We'll cover that. That's a combo, so I can reroll. 2 and 2. Not a combo I want. Go ahead and take that. Lower that to a 1. We got a 3. That's going to eliminate that. And we do some damage to the secondary character. They're now both at that same level. 2 and 4. 4 over here, 2 over here. And I don't do anything. That's not going to really help. If I do 4 over here, I could try doing the skill to get it up, but then that's not going to make much difference, I think. Yeah, we're going to do 2. That raises this to 3. This gets raised to 5. We'll go ahead and put the 5 here. I could do the +1. I just really don't want to. No, I gotta risk it. I gotta risk it. 4 and 2, so I failed. So I'm lowering my health 1 more. I've got 1 more to go. I don't know if I was supposed to count this as 3, 2, 1. Like I'm at 1 now, but that's something that could be clearer as well. We are going to roll. Let's see. It's 5 and 3, so we'll keep the. Make this a 2. Let's re-roll this. 2. Okay, well, that kind of sucks. Let's go ahead and take this, make this a 1. 5. Okay. So I can do an add, but if I fail, I'm dead. But I feel like no matter what, I need to push my luck here. 6 and 1, so he fails, he's dead. And that means we lose the game. All right, so that is Rule the World. I think the health track needs, this whole thing needs a lot better explanation. I think there's a lot of questions that I have in here. I did try to look some of these up beforehand, but it is a little ambiguous in some cases. And it does seem to be very luck-based. I don't feel like there's a whole lot of decision-making to be done. But I am interested to try this again. Probably going to try one more scenario and then see how I feel about it after that. I'm very excited, by the way. I just recently got a crafting printer thanks to my wife. She gave me that for Christmas as an early Christmas gift. So you should see an end to all these like really floppy cards like this. So I've got some cardstock and I got a printer now that can handle cardstock. So I'm looking forward to it. Folks, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again tomorrow.